I can't stop smiling. You can probably hear my smiling noises. It's so hard not to giggle. I giggle when I'm excited. And I'm very, very excited. But this microphone does not like you breathing into it. Breathing, breathing, breathing. I have to slow my breathing. My allergies are causing me to breathe very heavy today. But my ADHD decided that today is the day I pick up this microphone that has been in my closet, has lived through a move to a different apartment. I've had this microphone for, I'd say, 3 or 4 years now. It's super silly, but I have loved ASMR for forever. But I'm very shy and awkward. You wouldn't say from the way I look, right? Keep him bamboozled. It's very hard not to knock into this mic too hard. It's a very cute, like itty bitty, itty bitty, itty bitty, itty bitty, itty bitty, itty bitty, tiny microphone. That was probably very, very loud. I never wear this dress because the sleeves always roll up or get caught. I'm very clumsy. It's not a bad thing, it's just sorry, my tummy is settling. I hope you can't hear those noises. I can't stop giggling, 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 giggling. It's very hard for me to slow down. But those are the videos I love the most. I'm probably also knocking my piercings into the mic. But that's okay, that's okay, that's okay, that's okay. I can't stop smiling, I'm very happy. I mean, I've had last few weeks weren't as I planned. And I struggle with that. But today I thought, what is something that would make you happy? And I thought hard and long. And then I thought, I love ASMR. And I'm super, 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 super sleepy today. And I find that people make the best ASMR videos when they are very, very, very sleepy. I'm trying to do this in one because I'm sorry, I don't know how to edit things. That's very silly. I mean, it's never too late to learn, but especially with technology, seeing how it's rapidly changing, I find it hard to keep up. The church bells are ringing. I hope you can't hear that. I don't like the sound of church bells. Do you like the sound of church bells? I find them very loud and startling. Also, the nails, 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 the nails I have on. They are barely hanging on. I was mucking out cow pens and they kept breaking off. No surprise, I know, but I thought I'd try to see if it works with going to work. And let me tell you, scraping poop off floors with nails is not a good idea. Not with my nails, but with the tools, with the hard work, with the getting sweaty, with the getting warm, with the friction of your hands, with that sometimes having to, like push, push a cow, like aside. Not hard, but gentle. Because if you move too quickly while you're working and a cow is next to you, they can get startled. I'm sorry for that smile noise. It was very squelchy. That is not a relaxing word. Squelchy. I am super giddy and giggly today. I usually am, but like super hyper bouncy. Just all up in your grill. I'm trying very hard to be relaxing. But I'm just so excited. Can you blame me? I've been saying for 9 minutes how excited I am. I think you get the gist. I really, really, really like watching ASMR. Every night I watch it before I go to bed. I try and breathe away from the microphone. My hand is cramping to hold the mic like this, like this, like this, like this, like this, like this. I've seen a lot of people post their first ASMR videos, and it gets me excited. I've been wanting to make ASMR videos for years, but as I said, I'm shy. But this year, I've made it a challenge for myself to do things that doesn't sound very nice, does it? But it is. Because then you find out what you're actually capable of. And you're capable of a lot more things than you would assume, right? For example, I get scared in crowds and loud spaces. But what you can see in the corner right there is a picture frame. Picture frame like that, right? Like that. And it has a signed poster of one of my favorite artists and a signed picture of my favorite band. My favorite band. Sorry, I breathed very loud there, didn't I? But because I'm so scared of loud, busy spaces, I went to 2 concerts. And you think that's not a great idea if you're scared, right, of those things. But it was. It was really fun, and I found out that I could do it. And let me tell you, that is eye-opening. I'm trying very hard not to bump into my face, I'm sorry. It's very, just nice learning about yourself and all that you're capable of, right? All that you can do. But it's so easy getting stuck in those things that you know you can do without any additional efforts or additional challenges. So, one concert, I decided to go the day off. Like, I was at work and I realized I could make it if I left 30 minutes after getting home. So I quickly ate dinner, put on a nice dress, touched up my makeup to make it look less worked in, right? I prepped my necessary bag. Like my necessities bag. And I left. And I never had any regrets. I mean, maybe the next day, because I got back at 2 a.m. and I had to get up at 6 a.m. But I wouldn't change a thing. The only tiny tiny thing I didn't expect. I was mentally prepared, right? I was mentally prepared for loudness, for busyness, for lots of people, and the fact that I was alone for things, right? And then a fifth huge fear of mine got added. I know it sounds funny, right? When I say it, you're gonna chuckle, you're gonna laugh, you're gonna be like, what? You cannot use your phobias, right? It does sound pretty silly, but my top 3 phobias surfing balloons. I'm sorry, this is really funny. Crowd balloons. They dropped onto the crowd. They dropped. First small, like itty bitty normal tiny balloons. And then 1 meter chunky AF balloons. And that sounds really funny, but anytime they came towards me, they came like at me, right? They came at me. They bounced towards me. I got startled. Usually I cannot be in the same room as any balloon. And I had to. This is really funny. You can laugh. Don't worry. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. But one time, towards the end, right? So I made it through nearly the entire concert. But towards the end, one of those big ones bounced right at me. It just, and I ran so hard, so fast. I ran towards the hall. I left. Right? I gathered myself in the hall because I'm always near an exit, so it was fine. I was safe. Sorry, my stomach is settling. I'm sorry if you can hear that. But I was talking with a girl I met there that was also alone. And I just said, if there's a balloon coming at me, I'm gone. You must understand that. She's like, oh, don't worry, I get it. And then the balloon came at me. And I was gone. That's so silly. But the funny thing is, despite all the things I challenged that night, I was not ready for the balloons. But I did it, and I got a signed picture, just like a picture. I got a signed picture of them, so it was all worth it. I can be a very serious person, right? I can be serious when I have to, but I'm also very silly. It must be the ADHD. I did let the ADHD gremlins in my brain guide me towards this to finally do it. Something I've been wanting to do for absolute years, right? So it's not too bad, right? My shaved sides are really long. I really need to touch them up. I only have the top side of my hair that is long. The rest is all snipped off. I don't even know if you can hear that. But when you have freshly shaved hair, it sounds very nice. The sleeve keeps fighting me. As much as I love slow ASMR, I am not slow. I am super hyper. Let's just call it that. I don't even drink that much caffeine. Not that much, just a tiny won't settle, I'm sorry. I can see on the camera, right? The camera, like there, the screen, that my eyes are so dark right now. Because I had to wait for so long to finally start and not be rushing, rushing. And then the sun left. And non-natural light makes me very, very pale. I am pale, don't get me wrong, but even more pale. I also really prefer low-fi, low quality, just low quality ASMR, where it's like up close and everyone is like really cozy and really relaxing and shit light and grainy quality, as you can see, grainy quality. I can, yeah, it's like grainy, like right there. I'm so excited. But I don't prefer triggers. I prefer vocal, like whispering. Sometimes slight sounds like jewellery noises, very delicate, very tiny, like tiny noises, right? Tiny noises, very slight noises, but not triggers per se. I love nail tapping. Nail tapping is very relaxing. I'm so out of breath. Oh yeah. What I was saying about challenging myself with doing things that are scary, scary. One of which is presenting myself on the internet. I don't like the internet as much as I serve YouTube, as much as I watch ASMR, enjoy gaming content. I don't like being out there. I find it scary. But by doing things that you find scary, they become easy. And you can do so much more than you think. My nose piercing always gets twisted. It's because I have allergies and I always touch my nose. I wish I could stop giggling. This is not relaxing. Also, my posture. My posture is really bad right now. My desk chair is so darn creaky. So I had to sit on the couch, and I'm not good at sitting on couches. Also, you can probably tell I don't like videos where people are staring into the camera like that, like, right? Like direct eye contact. I look away quite often. Quite often. Quite often. And that's okay. I can't do prolonged eye contact. So I usually stare at something that is moving, like myself on the screen, so I can just distract myself. Or I stare past people when they're talking to me. And then they always, I'll be looking at that, right, while I'm talking to them, and you see them turn around and try and see what you're looking at, which is very funny. Isn't that just the nicest noise ever? Also, the pendant that I'm wearing comes from my grandmother's brooch. She gifted it to me, and I figured out that the pendant on the brooch is has like a clasp. So I put it on my necklace because I find it very pretty. It's very pretty, very pretty, very pretty. I thought it was a very thoughtful gift. I don't do jewellery that often, but I do like to dabble, Bet your ass that when I get to the end of this video and I'm gonna click stop record, click, that it's not gonna have recorded any of the sound. As I said, I've had very bad luck this week. But it's okay, I'll just redo it. I can talk for hours, you can tell. This is very much a ramble about nothing, which is nice to unwind to. Sorry, my tummy is not happy with me. I had tea and oatmeal. Oatmeal. I love oatmeal. Oatmeal with cinnamon and peanut butter. My boyfriend makes fun of me. He thinks I have a problem with oatmeal. The problem is I don't have enough oatmeal. I love oatmeal. Does anyone else have hyperfixation food at the moment? For me, it's been oatmeal for half a year. Oatmeal. Also, I really like mouth sounds, but I have a slight permanent case of cotton mouth. Not from smoking. I don't smoke. welcome. If you're still listening, I'm amazed. This is just to have fun, to relax, to relax, to relax. There is no pressure. It doesn't have to be perfect. Another goal of mine this year is to not be a perfectionist. To not be a perfectionist. That's very hard. But I found that I don't have fun when things have to be perfect, which defeats the purpose of having fun. Like, for example, I've picked up journaling. I've had journals for 4 years, but I've been too scared to open them because I have bad handwriting and I put too much pressure on myself while being creative. And I think a lot of people get that. A lot of people get that. A lot of people get that right. Which is why I just opened it one day. I just opened it and I said, screw your perfectionism. And I wrote a page, an entry with my bad handwriting. It is messy, but it's what it is. And I just started writing, right? I just started writing. That sounds like I'm saying writing. No, I started writing. And I just wrote down, no perfectionism. No perfectionism allowed here. No perfectionism. None at all. No chronological order. No perfectionism. Just do it to have fun. And so far it's working. I've been having a great time. I've been making journal entries. They're mainly scrapbook, right? It's a scrapbook, right? It's a scrapbook. For example, my medication alarm went off, which means the video stopped recording. And I'm very bummed, because that means I have to edit and just glue them together, just glue it together. And as I said to you before, I don't know how to do that. But it will be okay. It's okay. Here's a couple pictures that I cut out for my journal. It's a scrapbook, so I put scraps in it. That's why it's called a scrapbook. This dude is fucking huge. And you can see the different chambers it migrated from. This is a picture from one of my museums I went to. I have a subscription on museums because they're very expensive, but I love them. You see those tiny chambers. You see the chambers. He starts in the middle, right, as a tiny baby. And then every time he ages and he grows out of his tiny chamber, he seals it up and moves to the next. That is why you see those little walls. very interesting. And this one had perfectly like sediment set into it. So it looked like a crystal. Very shiny and sparkly and big. He was like that big, just huge. I can also show you. I'm gonna show you. This is my Kindle. This is my Kindle. I love it. I have dyslexic font on, and it helps me read. That's another hobby I picked up this year, reading. I didn't read since I was 11, because my eyes were too bad. Now, I'm 24. I figured out what was wrong with them, and they're fixed now. Took a while though, but I bought this Kindle secondhand, and I found the case really ugly. So I just plastered some stickers on it and called it a day. I'll make you listen to the tapping sounds because it's very nice. I don't like tapping though. The texture is very nice. Another sound I really like is like lit sounds of a lipstick, a lipstick, a lipstick, a lipstick, lipsticks, 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 and lip gloss, lip gloss, lip gloss. Also, this journal got a bit buzzed up. There was some booklets glued in there, and I bought it. And I didn't want to keep those in. I wanted to take them out. And then I did, and the paper tore. And then I just put some beautiful washi tape over it and called it a day. It's just cosmetic. Also, this would piss some people off. But you're standing on a basket. Above that is a pop figurine, a box of a pop figurine that I need to sell. It's been in storage forever, so it's used to this. And above that is a cookbook. It's a cookbook. A cookbook, a cookbook, a cookbook. And on that is a tripod that is broken and has to lean on a flat surface. And in that are you. Like, that's where you are placed right now. You see, like, you're placed. It's very secure. Don't worry. You're not gonna fall. You're not gonna fall, okay? You're very sturdy. I would wiggle on the couch, but I don't want to pop my hips. I'm such a gremlin. I'm sorry. Also, my earrings sound very nice. Isn't it nice? I also like mouse sounds. But it's very hard to find the type of mouse sounds I'm looking for. I'm very picky and like picky and just picky. Just very picky and like very picky. Just like, picky, you know, like I get options, but I don't like 1, I don't like 2, I don't like 3, I don't like 4. videos, I only like one. I'm super picky. I have a favorites playlist that I go to. One of which is tongue swirling. It's very nice. Very hard to find, obviously. Because YouTube gets on your case real fast. Or like lip smacking, or inaudible, or semi-inaudible. It's very nice. Or like when someone's doing something in this personal attention away from the camera, and they're just focusing on something else and like thinking and maybe like fidgeting or tapping and thinking to themselves and mumbling to themselves. Like, I had to write my grocery list, but what did I want to write on the grocery list again? I thought I needed carrots, spinach, yes, spinach. Maybe some eggs. Not sure of the fridge of eggs. Like that type of thing where they're just focused somewhere else entirely and you're just observing them. Best ASMR for me. And the ASMR experiment does that very well. She captures it perfectly. She will do role plays, but not like this. She'll do role plays like this, facing away from the camera as well. Facing away from the camera, facing only towards the mic, and at a certain object. And the face being like that, right, makes me very at ease, because I don't have to look at your eyes. And I don't feel watched. And I feel like I'm just looking at you doing something else. And it makes me very happy. I do this with my boyfriend too. We both have autism and ADHD. Well, we're both autistic and ADHD. And we'll both do an entirely different thing together. So in the same room, or together on the phone, because we're long distance. It's called parallel play. Or a body double. Like, oftentimes I find that I cannot do tasks unless there's someone with me. Not interacting with me, but just there. So I often borrow him for that. I'm very sleepy, in case you can't tell. Very sleepy. This is a very long first video. As you can tell, I can just talk and talk. Just keep talking. I can't just you know. I'd like to try one more noise, I think. I have a very large storage space on this phone, so it's not hard for me to film long videos. Some people like short videos. I like ones that last for freaking ages, or I just loop them. Because it takes me hours to fall asleep. My tummy. I hope you can't hear the tummy settling noises. If you do not like mouth sounds, this is your last chance, okay? Okay, yeah, okay. Escapation. If you understand, yes. Do you understand? Yeah. Okay. So you can click. and he cannot do a hard R, and I can just away, and I find it relaxing, either as a stim or as something to listen to. I hope I know how to edit videos. I'm gonna try. I ain't quitting now. No one's gonna watch this, and I'm okay with that. I'm really okay with that. I'm just doing this to have fun and to make another big step in doing something that is scary. I know there's not triggers in this video. Like noises, like triggers, like triggers, like trying to make a noise. Like trying to make a noise that sounds nice. There's not a lot of that in this video, and that's okay. I prefer talking, constant talking, no quiet spaces, and white noise. White noise. I love white noise. And I'm calmed down quite a lot. I feel really relaxed right now. I feel really relaxed. This was really fun to do. And I hope I can paste it. I hope I can edit. I can click. I can click. You know, click, and figure it out. Because I don't know what I'm doing. If you couldn't tell. By the way, no one knows what they're doing. That's a secret they don't tell you before you get older. You'll understand when you're older, and then you get older and you realize that no one ever got it. No one knows what they're doing. They're all just pretending. Like sometimes you'll get the hang of things, but it's not mandatory. You'll get there. It's never too late to learn things. Life doesn't stop when you're 30. I hear a lot of people freaking out about that. I can't wait till I'm 30. I'm excited. I can't wait till I near end 60s and I'm gray. I'm still gonna be weird and like this. I'm just really excited. I always get really confused that people get so concerned by their age. Life doesn't end when you hit 30, and I know that. The big three doesn't ruin anything. It's never too late. You can always change things. Change is scary, but it can be fun. I'm not saying you have to change things to be happy, but I just hope, I hope that you find things that make you happy in life. I hope something makes you smile today. Because you deserve to smile. And I know it can be tiring. I know it's overwhelming. But you're doing a great job. You're doing your best. And trying hard doesn't always mean that you're productive. Trying hard means that you're giving it your best. is very nice, by the way. Sometimes you say, I can't do the laundry today, and that's okay. Also, your dishes can wait. Did you know that? Your dishes can wait. I'm not judging you. No one's judging you. It's your house. It's your life. As long as you're happy. And if you're not happy, if you're really, really tired, and if you're struggling, I see you. I see you and I hear you. And you're doing your best. You're doing your best, okay? You're doing your best. This is really straining on my back to sit like this, but if I move back, my hips are gonna pop, I think. We're in the clear. This has turned out to be an hour-long video of me just excited ADHD rambles. I hope I can figure it out, right? I hope I can figure it out. I'll figure it out. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna figure out how to click and paste the videos. It's been an hour, my tummy hasn't settled. It's fighting the oatmeal. For all the 0 people watching this, I hope you had a fun time hanging out with me and just relaxing, just thinking about nothing. It's very easy to think about nothing. It's not easy to think about nothing. I take that back. I just hope that my silly Cooper rambles, my silly little rambles, my rambles, my rambles. I hope they distracted you. I hope you enjoyed me keeping you company. It was my pleasure. I had a great time. I hope we can hang out again. And if you think, wow, this lady is really weird, you'd be correct. But I'm also having a great time. And that's what matters. I can't stop smiling. I had a great time. It was so nice seeing you. And I'm so happy you let me hang out with you. Again, I had a blast. I hope I didn't blast out your ears with my breathing. I'm sorry I'm breathing. I'm sorry I breathe. It reminds me of a Grace V video. But I hope you had fun. sleep well, or enjoy the activities you're gonna do after this. Thank you so much. I don't want to say goodbye.